Since you weren't there, I'm gonna re-explain everything that happened. So one day I was downstairs, right? I was doing the laundry. I was just being a good ass kid. I was just throwing a new load in. Load just got done. My brothers are upstairs being fucking idiots. My sister's doing the dishes. Out of nowhere, hear this big ass crack, and a fucking vase falls down. I knew it was a vase because my dad just got done buying the damn vase. That shit breaks. I hear it. And then my dad you just hear him yelling from the fucking attic. He's just like, who the fuck did that? And I'm just sitting there like, oh shit. I was like, but they better get their ass whipped. I'm sitting there happy as fuck because I'm like, I'm not getting my ass whipped for this. I'm sitting there, I'm all cool and all kosher and shit. And then out of nowhere, he calls all of us upstairs. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I go upstairs, I'm sitting up there, I'm just like, good. And he's like, what happened? And my brother's like, oh yeah, we broke a vase. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wasn't me though. And then my dad was like, see, you're always trying to say you didn't do nothing. You're always trying to prove yourself innocent. And I've never said that once. When I've gotten in trouble and my hand was like caught red-handed, I've never once said I didn't do it. That's some dumb shit to do. So I'm sitting there looking at him like, bro, I really didn't do it. And then he's like, oh really? I'm like, look, I'm like, Sam, Joe, my brothers, I'm like, yo, tell him I didn't do it. And they're like, he didn't do it. Then my dad's like, okay, so you wanna get your brothers in there trying to give you a pass here because you don't want to get your ass whipped. Okay. So he starts whipping his belt out and shit. He's like, okay. I'm like, I didn't do it. And he's just like, what's that shit out like a fucking samurai? He's just like, shing. And he starts walking on. He's like, get your ass over here. He's just beating my ass. I'm just sitting there like, I didn't do it, you bully. And I start calling him a bully and shit. And he starts getting angrier and stuff. And I'm just like, Then I break free of his fucking grip and I like geek him, make him do a whole 360. I run downstairs and I'm just like, fuck it. I'm like, you bully. And then I go downstairs in the basement. I'm mad as shit. And I'm just sitting there all heaving and huffing and shit. I'm just, and I see the wall, and the wall just looks like my dad's face. So I just run up to that.
Why does it look like your dad's face?
I don't know. I was just mad as shit. So I ran up to the wall, and I fucking Mortal Kombat that bitch. I hit it 3 times. I was just like, and then my knuckles fucking peeled. The skin on my knuckles peeled and started bleeding. That shit was hurting. So I was like, I'm finishing this combination with an elbow. And I was just like, And I was done, and then I realized, oh shit, I just did the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
I'm pausing, I'm looking there, I'm like, hey, whatever, fuck it. He doesn't come down here anyways. And he didn't for like a whole year. He comes down there one month from like a whole year later. Then he's just like, who the fuck did this? And I'm just like, I'm hoping he doesn't talk about the fucking holes in the wall, but I know he does. I know he is because it's just right there. When you go down, you look in the door and you can just see big ass holes in the wall. So I just walk down the stairs, not even fully down the stairs. My feet are just showing from where he's at, and I'm just like, I did it. Then he just charges upstairs fast as fuck like the Hulk. Like fucking Avengers, like when Widow was running, the Hulk was just behind her like, and I was just like, ah shit. Then he just runs upstairs and he grabs me, and I'm just like, long story short, I got my ass whipped again, and I was mad as shit because the whole reason why I punched the holes in the wall is because he beat me for some shit I didn't even do. I was fucked up.
Yeah.
Ate this.
Any other story times, dude? This is only 3 minutes.
That's the only story I got for right now, man.
How about you? Alex, right? No stories?
No stories, that's it.
Want me to tell you a story of Sean?
Sure.
Alright, let me walk over there so I have better audio quality. Alright, so like
better kids get their ass whooped.
Huh?
All I'm saying is kids come out better when they get their ass whooped.
Yeah, I guess. So this one time, I was with Sean, right, in Rocco, and this dumbass tried to flood the house and burn it down in the same fucking day, right?
My brother did that shit.
So, you wanna know how he did this, right? Beginning of the day, he complains to my friend Rocco, right? That he has fucking dirty dishes. So, instead of leaving the dishes there, Sean decides he's gonna do them. He's gonna fucking do the dishes, or we're all hanging out and having a good time, right? This dumbass cleans them, alright? Puts them in the dishwasher. Instead of fucking putting, like, fucking shit you could put in the dishwasher, right? He puts Dawn dish soap in there and starts that shit. Fucking 10 minutes later, the whole kitchen is flooded with bubbles. Like, who the hell does this? He floods the kitchen with bubbles, right? And all we hear is Rocco screaming, "Sean, what the fuck?" As we all rush in, and we see him fucking grabbing a goddamn, like trying to turn off the dishwasher in the bubble infested kitchen. Like the cat's food and water is all bubbled over, and they don't even give a fuck. They just leave it like that.
Fucked up.
Yeah, but that's not even the worst part. He also brought fireworks, right? So he brought these like little like sparkler things, right? That you can just like light and they just sparkle down, right? So he lights one, right? But we have to go outside. So he puts it back in the box with the rest of them, right? Lighting the rest of them on fire in the house. Lighting the box on fire in the house. And the best thing about this is Rocco is moving, so there's a shit ton of boxes in the living room, and he was right next to the living room, so he threw it, but luckily he threw it on a goddamn mat and not in the living room with a shit ton of boxes. He almost flooded and burned down the house in the same day. But there was this one thing that he did was really funny. So we walked our asses to Quick Trip to get some Coke, like Coca-Cola and like some other food shit. And he buys this goddamn chocolate muffin, right? He says, I'm gonna eat this shit in the middle of the road. Being the fucking dumbass Sean is.
Sean, like the Sean that goes here.
Sean that, yes, it's here. That's the only Sean, dude. Would you believe all this if I didn't tell you?
No, not really.
Dude, if I got this shit recorded, you can confirm with him too. He did all this shit. So he bought a goddamn chocolate-ass muffin, right? Quick Trip. As soon as we get to the light, we all start walking. But we notice Sean isn't with us. Sean, we all turn around, and Sean is just put down his bag in the middle of the road, goes through the bag, picks out his muffin, unravels the muffin, takes a bite out of the fucking muffin in the middle of the road during the crosswalk. He just sits there eating his fucking muffin, looking around. And of course, we think it's fucking hilarious because he's a goddamn retard. Like, I don't know, dude. And then he rewrapped it and then walked his ass back across when fucking cars are beeping and honking at him. Sean is actually legit retarded.
He might be.
He's fucking aughts for real.
Well, was that the end of story time?
I mean, pretty much. That's really the only stories I gotta tell about Sean.
Well, that's that.
You wanna end out this video?
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs? Alex, how about you? How are you gonna end this video?
Alex, don't give me my goddamn shit.
Goodbye. Godspeed. Hey, can you tell my trailway? I gotta go to the